The Nigerian Air Force has just delivered a crushing blow to the heart of terrorism in Borno State, and the details coming out of the front lines this January 2026 are truly remarkable. Following intense surveillance and intelligence gathering, the air component of Operation Hadin launched a series of high-precision airstrikes on a major terrorist hideout located in the notorious Timbuktu Triangle and areas west of Zua. This region has long been a thorn in the side of our national security, but the latest reports confirm that this mission was a resounding success, described by top military commanders as a major victory for the country. The airstrikes were so precise that they wiped out several high-ranking commanders and dozens of foot soldiers who had been using the dense forest as a staging ground for attacks on innocent civilians and our brave ground troops. As we dive into the specifics of this operation, it is clear that our pilots and intelligence officers are using more advanced technology than ever before to protect the Northeast. The hideout, which was hidden deep within the Sambisa Forest area, was identified after several days of constant aerial monitoring. Intelligence reports indicated that a group of terrorists were gathering to plan a large-scale ambush, but before they could move a single motorcycle, the Nigerian Air Force was already in the skies. The impact of the bombs was so great that it destroyed several storage facilities for weapons and food, effectively cutting off the oxygen of this particular insurgent group. This victory is not just about the number of terrorists neutralized, it is about the message it sends to any group trying to destabilize Nigeria. There is no corner deep enough to hide from the reach of our national defense. The precision of these 2026 operations is a testament to the evolving nature of the war against insurgency. The military high command has confirmed that the target in the Timbuktu Triangle was a logistics hub where ISWAP and Boko Haram remnants were attempting to regroup after being pushed back in late 2025. By striking this hub, the Air Force has effectively paralyzed the movement of small arms and improvised explosive devices that were destined for the Lake Chad region. Eyewitness accounts from villagers near the forest fringes describe seeing massive columns of smoke rising for hours after the jets completed their run. Local sources say the ground literally shook, a sign of the sheer power used to dismantle these underground bunkers. This isn't just a win on paper, it is a strategic dismantling of the infrastructure of terror that has plagued our nation for far too long. If you are feeling proud of our men and women in uniform right now, and you want to be the first to know whenever our military records a massive win like this, please make sure you like this video and hit that subscribe button immediately. Your support helps us spread these positive stories of national triumph and keeps us motivated to bring you the most accurate and up-to-date news from every corner of Nigeria. By subscribing, you are joining a community of patriots who believe in a secure and peaceful Nigeria. So click that button and join the family today. It really goes a long way in helping us reach more people with the truth of what our heroes are achieving in the field, especially during these critical moments of our national history. The aftermath of this bombing has left the remnants of the terrorist group in total disarray. Survivors have reportedly been seen fleeing toward the Lake Chad basin, but our ground troops are already on their trail to ensure no one escapes justice. Governor Babagana Zulum has already commended the Air Force for their bravery, noting that every successful strike brings Borno State closer to the total restoration of peace and the safe return of all displaced persons. Governor Zulum, who has been on the front lines himself many times, highlighted that the recent use of MQ-9 Reaper platforms and GPS-guided munitions has shifted the tide of battle. He noted that while the state has faced many setbacks, the worst is indeed over as long as the military maintains this high-tech aerial advantage. This operation also highlights the incredible synergy between our air and land forces. While the jets were raining fire from above, ground troops were strategically positioned to intercept those trying to run away. It is this kind of teamwork that is making the difference in 2026, as we witness a significant degradation of the enemy's ability to even carry out small-scale raids. The related talk that everyone is having right now on social media is whether this major victory marks the beginning of the final chapter for insurgency in the Northeast. Many Nigerians are asking if we can maintain this momentum throughout the rest of the year. Some are even suggesting that with the increased use of drones and night vision technology, the days of terrorists holding any territory in Nigeria are numbered. However, there is also a conversation about the role of international cooperation, with U.S. forces recently conducting strikes against ISIS elements in the Sahel region near Nigeria. Many are wondering if we are seeing a global pincer move to finally eradicate these groups. The gist is that the public is more hopeful than ever before, and for good reason. When you see our Air Force taking out commanders like Ado Kiare or preventing a mass gathering in the Borno Forest, it gives us all a reason to stand tall and look forward to a brighter, more secure future for every Nigerian child. We must also look at the humanitarian side of this story. For over a decade, millions of Nigerians have been displaced from their ancestral homes in Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa. Every time a hideout like the one in the Timbuktu Triangle is destroyed, it opens a path for families to return. In Malam Fatori, returnees are already starting to rebuild their lives, holding on to the hope that the skies above them are now protected by the vigilant wings of the Nigerian Air Force. This is a story of resilience, not just of the military, but of the Nigerian people who refuse to be defeated. As the Air Force continues to scour the Mandara Mountains and the islands of Lake Chad, we are seeing a renewed sense of confidence in the markets of Maiduguri and the streets of Damaturu. People are starting to trade again, and the fear that once gripped the night is slowly being replaced by the sound of reconstruction and community growth. But the fight is far from over. Intelligence suggests that as the military hits these major hideouts, some insurgents are attempting to blend back into civilian populations or move into neighboring countries like Niger and Chad. This is why the military is urging all citizens to remain vigilant and provide timely information to security agencies. The success of an airstrike often depends on the quality of intelligence provided by people on the ground. When the community works with the military, victories like the one we are celebrating today become a regular occurrence. We must continue to support our security agencies with the information they need to keep winning. If you see something, say something. It could be the key to the next major breakthrough that saves lives and brings peace to your own backyard. As we continue to monitor the mopping up operations following this massive victory in Borno, we will be bringing you updates on the recovery of arms and the identification of the neutralized commanders. Early reports suggest that several top leaders, including the terrorist special forces commander known as Talha and the operations commander Malam Umar, were among those neutralized in the recent strikes. If confirmed, this would be a fatal blow to the remaining command structure of the group. These individuals were responsible for some of the most heinous acts of violence in the region, and their removal from the battlefield is a huge relief for the survivors of their brutality. Before we wrap up this special report, I want to remind you once again to join the movement. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your engagement ensures that we can keep providing these deep dive reports on our national security and the progress of our armed forces. The technological leap we have witnessed this year cannot be overstated. The Nigerian Air Force has moved from simple bombardment to surgical strikes that minimize collateral damage while maximizing the impact on the enemy. This progress is a result of years of investment in training and equipment, and it is finally paying off in the most visible way possible. As we look at the footage of the Timbuktu Triangle operation, we see a military that is confident, capable, and committed to the territorial integrity of Nigeria. This is the new standard of excellence in African warfare. We are watching history in the making, and it's a privilege to bring these updates to you. Every strike is a heartbeat for our democracy, and every neutralized hideout is a step towards a unified and prosperous Nigeria. In conclusion, the start of 2026 has shown that the Nigerian Air Force is not slowing down. From the Timbuktu Triangle to the fringes of the Lake Chad, the message is clear. The era of terrorist hideouts is coming to an end. The synergy between high-tech surveillance and courageous piloting is redefining the security landscape of the Northeast. We will keep you posted as more details emerge from the ongoing clearance operations. For now, we celebrate our heroes, we remember the fallen, and we look forward to a future where every Nigerian can sleep with both eyes closed. Stay safe, stay informed, and always remember to like and subscribe for the most reliable news updates. The journey to total peace continues, and we are with you every step of the way. Thank you for watching and for being a part of this community.